Hello everyone, good evening and welcome. The horses are just eating their dinner. Let us know that you can see and hear everything. Hello Doody, hello Leslie, hello Doodies. We'll just wait for some people to join us. Hi Intrepid Fraidy Cat. Hi all from the narrowboat. Hi Marie. Hi from Scotland. Hi Avril. Hi Lisa. Hi Kim. Hi Odine. Hello. How are we all doing? Good morning from, I don't know how you pronounce that. Macon or Mason? Georgia, USA. Hello. Hello. It's like bright but not sunny. So, yeah. Sunglasses? No sunglasses. Don't know. Hi Katie Whitey. Where's the... heading out for a local garden tour. Ooh, that sounds nice. I can see and hear clearly. Yes, you're close. Sending lots of love from Longmont, Colorado. Hello from York, evening from Maidstone, Kent. Hello everyone. Thanks for joining us. Well, me at the moment. Julian will be back soon. He has gone to find a volunteer. So our volunteer Paul, he arrived yesterday. He loves running, so he decided he'd go for a run this afternoon. And he said he was heading off for a run, and we were like, have you got water? And he said no. And he was like, no, it's fine, I'm hydrated, I'll be fine. We're like, okay, have you got your phone? He was like, no. So he doesn't like running with anything on him. So we're like, okay, well, what time do you think you'll be back? And he said he thought 5:30 in the evening. And we said, okay, and it's now, I think it's about 7, and he's not back. So yeah, Julian's just gone to see if he can find him. I'm sure he's okay. I'm sure he was just enjoying his run a lot and went a bit further than he intended to, or has no idea of what the time is, I suppose. Although I think he's got a watch on. So yeah, that's where Julian's gone, but I'm sure he'll be fine. Yeah, not a great idea. We did tell him, we tried to tell him to take his phone, but it's up to him, I suppose. So anyway, how are we all doing? I know someone said if we had rain. We've had quite a lot of rain this week, which is it was like frustrating for the first week of volunteers to have rain, but we've really needed it. So yeah, it's good, to be honest, and we're meant to have quite a lot more this coming week, I believe. So it's a bit late this spring. Usually we have spring in April. We have a lot of rain in April, so it's decided to be late this year, but at least it's here. And it means as well that the temperatures aren't really high. I think the temperatures last month were higher than they are now. So yeah, who knows? The weather's all over the place nowadays, isn't it? So that's that. And who do we have here? Evening from a warm South Devon. Oh, you've got some sun, have you? From Maidstone, Kent. Sky looks like our sky in Oregon today. Yeah, a bit ominous. We haven't had rain today, but I think it is meant to rain tomorrow. So yeah, when you've got volunteers here and they want to help and they want to do some work, it can be a bit difficult to know what to get them to do, because we don't have like a big barn where there's a lot of mucking out and stuff. Everything's outside, so yeah, it's one of those situations. But is that a covering over the bottom half of the cliff behind you? What cliff? Where? Covering over? I don't know which way I was facing. There? maybe? I don't know. I don't know what you mean. We've had a lot of bad smoke all week from the wildfires in Canada. Oh no. That's like, whereabouts is that happening? I didn't know about that. We've had rain and now the yard is a jungle. I worked on it this morning, but still have a lot to go. Yeah. Spring seems to be late with us this year as well. The garden is definitely blooming later than usual. Okay, so it seems like a common thing. I'm loving your cookbook. The vegan parmesan is a game changer. Yes, I'm glad you're enjoying it. How are the cookbooks selling? Received my copy and I love it. Oh, thank you so much, Linda. Yeah, they're doing really well. We sort of put it up there and we're like, well, it'll be good if we can sell like 200. And I'm not sure of what the total is at the moment, but it surpassed 900. So yeah, it's really exciting. And I think Julian's inspired to get those donkey stories going as well. So that'll be happening soon. But yeah, it did take him a lot of time with this book, with editing it all together. Yeah, it will be a while, but he's definitely inspired. How is the fundraiser doing for the pellet maker? Yeah, Lisa, thank you for asking. It's doing well, but Julian hasn't had time to film many of the press ups yet, which means he's going to have a lot to do in one go. But yeah, basically just with the weather we've had this week, and it's just been a really hectic week, to be honest. I think it's our first week back with the volunteer holiday experience. So it was just getting back into the swing of things, and Alyssa, who's doing the preparing of all the food for the volunteers for us, she's not been here with us very long, so she's just settling in as well. And yeah, it was a bit chaotic. We've got a volunteer, new sanctuary site. She's staying in a converted van, and she's staying up there and she's just doing a lot of clearing and tidying. So we had her arrive as well, and we had to get her up there and settled in. So yeah, it's just been a manic week, to be honest, but hopefully this week is going to be a little bit calmer. We're not sure what's going to happen with the weather, but we're definitely going to get those some of those press ups filmed, so that will be good. Just thought we'd see some of the horses maybe. They've got their food, so they're just busy with that at the moment. This is Misty, and this is her mom, Wilhelmina. And they kind of eat in their own little groups. So although they're a herd, there are groups within the herd. It's not exactly like a natural herd that you would have in the wild, because they tend to be in pairs. They have bonded pairs, whereas these guys, they kind of stick together as family units. And you wouldn't have that so much in the wild, as the stallions would separate out to form a bachelor herd. Hey, so this is Bandit. Bandit's kind of my guy. He's very nervous, especially with men. I think he had quite a rough background, just handled very roughly. He has a scar, those scars on his face, which would be from tack before. So yeah, it's taken a long time with him. But he was kind of like the leader, if you like. It's like on a superficial level, until Dakota, which is this one, until she started coming of age, and now she bosses everyone around. So that's Dakota here. This is her mom, Maggie, and that's Maggie's mom, Lucy. So you've got 3 generations here, which is really nice. But it means Dakota's had a super sheltered upbringing, and that's why she's so dominant with the other horses, just bosses everyone around. And then over here you have the grey is Verity, and these are her two sons, Zor on the left and Merlin on the right. So they've got their little family unit there. This is Jessie and Woody. So Woody is Jessie's son, and he was just a baby when he came here, and he's now the tallest horse. And then over here we've kind of got the, I'd say the outcasts a little bit, I guess they are. You've got Grace here, who's got her bum to us. This is Jacob on the left, so he's the namesake of the sanctuary, and then that's Spirit in the middle. So Spirit is actually Wilhelmina's son, but they were separated too early because his mum was used for breeding, and they wanted to breed from her again, so they took him away from her very young. So they don't have a bond anymore, and it meant that he had to grow up pretty much on his own. He had the other yearlings to play with, but it's meant that he's had to become quite independent. And then as of recent, he's formed a bond with Grace, who was a loner as well. And sadly, when she came here, she miscarried, and it took a long time to rehabilitate her. She was very fear aggressive. She's still can be with food a little bit, but she's much better. And now that these two have formed a bond as well, I think it's helped that situation. And then yeah, Jacob, he's just kind of, he has like loose connections within the herd, but kind of likes to do his own thing. But yeah, that's the herd. I love the Alright, going back to where there's better coverage. I'll sit here. This is what happens when you try and move around too much. Try to show you guys the horses. So you're asking a question about the oven temperature. What's the equivalent of 190 temp? Maybe about 350 degrees in the US. Okay, well, here in Europe, I think ovens go up to about 200 and 210, 220, so 190 would be not the top, but near. It's kind of like 190 is like the standard, your go-to for just preheating the oven. To be honest, when I cook, I just whack it on 190, and then if I want things to cook quicker or get crispier, I just whack it up. So yeah, I think you'd have to Google that one because I'm not sure about that, sorry. But I think if you just Google what is 190 Fahrenheit in Celsius, sorry, in Fahrenheit, then yeah. Thanks, Nick. 370 Fahrenheit. 374. Okay. Have you and Julian ever considered having beavers on the ridge? I've seen videos of them and they're super cool and cute. No, they're not really native to Spain. Yeah, I don't think we have them here. I think otters, yes, potentially. But I'm pretty sure we don't have beavers. Maybe we have Eurasian beavers, actually. But no, we haven't because, well, they're a wild animal, really, and people don't have them as pets, so it's not an animal that would need rescuing. And that's how the animals come here is usually their previous domestic animals. And we don't have like wild animals as such. Why did you call him Jacob? He was just called that. He came from a rescue centre near Alicante in Spain called Easy Horse Care Rescue Centre, and they rescued him with his mum, Sophia, her name was, and they were basically they belonged to travelling family, and they were tied up and tethered and left without food or water, so Easy Horse Care Rescue Centre intervened, and they took them both, rescued them, and then Jacob turned out to be quite a handful, I think, and they decided that he would suit a different environment, and that's when Julian took him on, and yeah, it's been, the two of them have got a great bond. So yeah, he was just called Jacob already, but Jacob, he's got a white scar, white marking across his nose, and that's from how he was tethered with the rope. So that's him right behind us there. We saw a bobcat here a few weeks ago. Wow, that's cool. Never seen one of them. I read that one, sorry. Can't get over how gorgeous the ridge is. Stunning. I know, yeah, it does make it difficult in terms of like moving, but when we're at the other place as well, we're just really in awe with the beauty there as well. So yeah, it's a shame we can't keep this place as well, but yeah, there you go. I know I've said it before, but I really do love the sound of the birds in the background, very relaxing. Sorry, I felt a sneeze coming on then, and then it just left. Yeah, sorry. Any news on your new property? So I don't know if you were with us last week, Patty, and I think we probably would have said it then, but we've had it sort of unofficially confirmed that it's going to go ahead. We've got to wait now until the 25th before we can ask for another update. So yeah, next week we will put another inquiry in and see if they're any further into giving us the official permissions, but it does look like things are going to happen, which is exciting, but also a bit daunting because there's just so much to do, and we haven't been able to really make the progress there that we wanted to, because we didn't want to put up a load of fencing if they weren't going to give us the permissions to have the animals there. So there's all that to look forward to, but yeah, we're very excited. And now that we've got Yetska up there, she's doing the cleaning and stuff up there, everything's starting to come together around the sort of where the volunteer accommodation is going to be, and yeah, it's starting to look really nice. And we've had Lee working on the workshop up there, which is very nearly finished, and yeah, it's starting to come together and very exciting. Jan, hello, hi everybody, better late than ever. What have I missed? Well, not much. I don't think. I was just showing everyone the horses, and I said that Julian had gone out to find a volunteer who may or may not be lost. So we'll wait for news on that. We had wild bobcats named Bob and Kitty Kitty. Kitty Kitty was very tame, respectively. It would come to the patio door and watch me work, and if I stepped out, it would want to come to me, but no. Oh, wow. That sounds amazing. Did you get Sophia too? No, Sophia stayed at the rescue centre, and yeah, this was in, oh, I'd have to ask Julian. I want to say it was in 2009 maybe, and Sophia, his mum, Jacob's mum, she passed, I think it was last year. Yeah, I think it was last year she passed. So yeah, she was with them for all that time. So it was sad that she went, but she had a very nice life with them in her final years, and was lucky that, yeah, she had that opportunity to spend the rest of her days there. Yikes, he needs an Apple Watch. I envy the way you can raise one eyebrow. I didn't even know I was doing it. Oh dear, now who's going to search for Julian and the volunteer? Oh no, it sounds like the start of a horror film, doesn't it? let's not go there. Is relocating so difficult because of the animals? Is it always like this? Well, we've never relocated on this scale before. Julian has moved animals that he's had from one place to here, but that was, I think it was Jacob, the horse, Nero, the donkey, and I think it may have been some dog cats and maybe some goats and some pigs. So, but not the amount that we have now. It's just, yeah, it's just a big, for me, it's just, I don't know, I just get stressed about it because it's going to be a completely new experience for them. And I'm still working on the training the horses so they're good with the horse box and the donkeys and everything. I just worry about them being stressed, that's all. So that's why that stresses me out. But yeah, it's not just that, it's that the new site is pretty much completely bare with regards to anything set up for animals. We've got the workshop going in now, which is good, but we still need a barn, we need fencing, all the animal structures, houses, quarantine areas, everything like that. So you're basically building a sanctuary from scratch because everything that we've got here, almost everything, is not what we would use because everything that we've done here has been on a budget, and then it's been sort of changed throughout the years and better materials have been used and more expensive materials have been used, and it's sort of learning as you go, like, yeah, we can use this type of fencing, but if it's not reinforced here and here and here, the horses will get through it, and then they start to break it and then it just loses its effectivity. And then obviously when we bought the new site, we didn't want to develop this place because we didn't want to pour money into this place where we're not going to be staying. So things are starting to fall apart, but we're just waiting to be able to push that button to start building up there, because then we can build more permanent structures that are better fit for purpose, that will last longer and that will ultimately look better as well. And yeah, I forgot the initial question, but that's why we're not going to be taking a lot of the stuff here and why we have to basically build from scratch. It's like building a house. They say every time you build a new one, you learn something new. It's a constant learning curve. Yes. I've never built a house, but I imagine so, yeah. It is a big learning experience. I'm learning all the time with this place. And I think, well, yeah, we just never stop learning. It's funny, I can still hear Julian's comments in between Rachel speaking, the poor person who is lost when Julian finds her, or him. Oh my gosh, yeah. Don't say that about Julian, things are starting to fall apart. Oh, Jan. Just moving cats and dogs is stressful, I can't imagine all the others. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm not too worried about the dogs. Have they all been up there? I think all of them except for Sirius have been up there. Sirius hates going in the car, so we don't want to give him more car journeys than are necessary. But might take him up there this week because he needs to go to the vets anyway, and the vets is near there, so yeah, we might take him up there this week. So I'm not too worried about them. The cats are a bit of a stress, just making sure we round them all up, and you need to keep them in for a period of time so that they don't wander off. So yeah, so the dog's not too worried about it, but yeah, the cats could be a little stressful. Rachel, I got very stressed moving one horse 10 miles, so I don't envy you. Oh, Janet, yeah, it's even when we had to take Jacob to the hospital. was very stressful. He has been in a horse trailer before, but he was just, yeah, very stressed, did not want to be in there. So, and you've got this big animal that's like full of nerves and jittery, and you've got them in the back of a box, and oh yeah, it's just a horrible feeling for them. So that's why I'm trying to, I haven't been doing training with them for a while, but I'm going to start that again, hopefully this week, and just trying to get the training in so that they don't feel nervous about going on there. A lot of them can go in the box, but it's just getting them more used to it, more habituated to it. How is your piggy Julius? Thank you for asking, Odine. I would go and show you him, but he's at the bottom half of the sanctuary where we always lose connection, unfortunately. He's doing so much better. For those who don't know, we had a pig who had an injury. I think maybe another pig caught him with his tusk, and it's right next to the eye. It was this wound right here. And first of all, made the eye very inflamed, but the wound wasn't obvious at first. I don't know if it was because of the inflammation or because of the mud that was on it, but yeah, so it wasn't obvious at first. Here's Julian. So then the flies, the next day, the flies were on it. So we got him separated from the other pigs, and Julian restrained him so that we could have a proper look at it. And then I saw that the flies had laid eggs inside it, which was just horrible. And then I was like, well, what do we put on it when it's so close to the eye that can kill the maggots? So anyway, I spoke to my vet, and she prescribed a cream, and she said, just put that on, just be very careful not to get it in the eye. And we did that, and we put antibiotic eye drops in, and we had to wrap his head all up to stop the flies from going on there. So anyway, it did the trick, and we got rid of the maggots, and we're just still keeping it wrapped for now, just so that it doesn't happen again. But the wound is healing really nicely, and the eye, it was all like inflamed and infected, and it's starting to get a lot better now as well. Sorry, there's that sneeze that I was wanting to do ages ago. Hi Rachel, how are you, my bonny wee Scotty lass? Oh, thanks Jane for asking. I'm very well, thank you. It's been a very busy week, so tired, but good, yes. Excuse me, sorry. Thanks. Can Sophia join us? Yeah, she was just here a minute ago, Henry. I don't know where she went. If I see her again, I will ask her. She maybe has gone to walk the dogs. Do you ever use CBD oil for stress in the animals, or is that a no-no? No, it's not a no-no at all, Jan. That's a good question. Have I used it for the dogs? I don't think I have. I think I have it on the wish list, because it's one of those things that is quite expensive if you're going to be doing it like on a daily occurrence. But yeah, I was thinking of using it in particular for Sunny, because Sunny's just a very highly strung dog. So I thought maybe she might benefit from it on a daily basis. We use SWAT. Oh yeah, I've heard of that. It's a lotion that can be used on wounds to keep flies off. Oh, okay. No, I've heard of SWAT as a brand. I've heard of their fly spray, but I didn't know they did a lotion that keeps flies off. So that's really good to know, because we often get with the horses, they'll come up with little scrapes, and once the flies get on there, it can just turn like a very simple cut into something quite nasty. So, and I was sort of thinking, like, what can I put on it? I've got like a wound ointment that I do use, but it's very like greasy, and it gets like all the dust sort of clings to it, and it's not ideal. So yeah, I will look into that one. Thank you. 3 sneezes means allergies. I don't think it's allergies as such, because I don't have any allergies that I know of, but because I was just feeding the horses and it's very dusty, unfortunately, so I think it's just the dust has gotten up my nose. But yeah, the quality of the food is just, we're not happy with it, but it's basically all there is. Because of this drought, it's just been such a severe problem in Spain. And I'm in groups, horse groups on Facebook, and everyone's saying the same thing, like where can we get any food? And thankfully we did manage to get some. Our suppliers saved some back for us, but it's been harvested after rain, so it means there's got a lot of mud stuck into it, which has turned to dust. So we have to give it a real good shake out when we give it to them. And then obviously we wear face masks and stuff, but it's very dusty and the whole environment's dusty. So that's why it's good that we've had some rain. But yeah, so that's that. But they should be harvesting again now. The rain might have upset that a little bit, but it means we should have some new stuff coming in. But because of this dust situation and the sand and everything, we've added also to our wish list psyllium husk, which is really good for clearing out sand out of the gut, and it can stop things like impaction, colic. So we've added that to our wish list, and yeah, we hope to give them all a course of that, just for precaution. I love the video of Django getting a naughty bath after rolling in something. Oh, Jan, it was horrible. I think I didn't see him doing it, I was just on a walk, and he's always off the lead. So I was walking him, sunny and serious. And he sort of ran past me. I was like, well, what is that smell? It's horrific. And it was, I'm guessing, like a dead animal or something. It was more that than a poo smell. So yeah, he had to be clean straight away when he got back. It's funny because he hates it, but once he's like having the massage, then he's like, oh, actually this is not too bad. It's more like the rinsing off that he doesn't like. Do you have skunks? No skunks here. Do you mean diatomaceous earth rubbed on the skin can help with the bugs? It's food safe for the horses. For the flies, you mean? Yeah, I'd have to look into that. I know it can be an irritant because it's like very fine particles, isn't it? I know a little bit about it, but not enough. So I will look into that though. Rachel, here in North America, there's a product called Avon Skin So Soft. Yes, we have that repels mosquitoes and other bugs. Yes, that is like in Scotland, that is like a go-to. If you're going camping, it's like, get your Avon Skin So Soft. So yeah, that is, yeah, I do know about that one. We do have like a fly repellent that we use on the horses, which is really good, but just when they've got a wound, or like with Julius the pig, with it being so close to his eye, we can't use like repellents like that. But this SWAT cream sounds really good, so I'm gonna look into that one. So Julian's come back, but he's not come down here, so I don't know, maybe he's not found the missing volunteer. So the plot thickens. Let's go and see, should we go and see the donkeys? Oh, they'll all be eating, but we're going to see them. No skunks, only Julian. Jan, that is very rude. We'll let him know you said that. Okay. Got to keep the sand out bin there too. Yeah. It's they eat in feeders, as you've seen, so yeah, it's not that they're eating off the ground, it's just with the hay itself not being anywhere near the quality that we would usually feed. Okay, I'm gonna go in the donkey run now, but just be careful with this fence. Oh yeah, also this week, our wonderful farrier Tony came and he trimmed their hooves. So Dottie's got fresh hooves. And here's the gang. Here's Charlie, Ronnie, Hoti, and Steve's coming over to see you. Hi, Steve. We can't see you if you're that close to the camera. Just gonna get some food out of here so Steve can have something. Hey guys, come on, Steve. Charlie. So, donkey chat with Rachel. No, I'm not going to try and do that. Jeez, I can't live up to Julian's donkey chats, can I? Anyway, he's gone out again, so I'm not sure what's happening. Okay. Yeah, I got electric shock off the fence. Wait, try not to do that. So yeah, our farrier came and he did their hooves of the ones that needed it. Barry this week has been lame, and our farrier found like a big stone in the hoof, which it was really properly wedged in there. So we got that taken out and he was walking a lot better. But now he's lame again, so we think maybe after all the rains that he might have an abscess. So we're going to poultice that. Here's Philip. Hi, Phil. And yeah, Barry. He's laying down, so he's just had his painkiller to help. Philip's trying to touch the screen. Philip, try to look at Barry, man. Can we go and see the dogs? Yes, Henry, I think we can do that. Philip is ready for his close-up. Stone bruise or abscess? Well, yeah, it was just after it was taken out, he seemed for the next like 2 days, he seemed to be a lot better. And then it got worse again, so that's why I was thinking maybe where the stone's been, it's caused a cut, and then we've had a lot of rain, and then that's caused bacteria to get in, and then that's created an abscess. So yeah, we're not sure at the moment, but we're going to poultice it, and we'll see if we can draw anything out there. Do you want to say anything, Oliver? Hi. 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 You alright? So we've still got to shear him, but we've been waiting for this rain to pass, really. The sheep's wool is really quite waterproof. Sheep can be out in anything, so yeah, we just wanted this rain to pass and wait for the temperatures to get a little bit warmer again, and then we're going to take his woolly coat off. Is he still butting everyone? Yes, Odine. Yeah, we have to be really careful with him. We let him out when we clean him. So when Sophia and I clean his stable, we let him out so he can have a run around. But we have to tell everyone, like, make sure you're nowhere anywhere near, like, go up to the house, run, save yourselves. And we let him out, and he sometimes he just sort of wanders around the goat fens and he eats little bits and pieces, and then other times he just headbutts the stable where Sophia and I are. So it's like he wants to be with people, but he just doesn't know the proper etiquette. It sounds like an abscess. Do you use Epsom salt soaks too? We use, no we don't. We use a product which possibly does the same thing. Sorry, I'm trying to get my jumper on, it's a bit chilly. It's called Plusfoot. We use that, but our lot are a little bit wild, and obviously some of them as well haven't had very great experiences with farriers and with handlers. So getting them to do things like soak their foot is, for most of them, pretty difficult. So we tried to do the least stressful option as possible. I got hit by a ram once, it was very painful. Yes, a lot of power and just really thick skulls. Very painful. Can't believe how big Oliver is now. Feels like he's grown up so quickly. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him without his coat on, because he's just, at the moment, he's like this big ball of fluff. I think when we take the coat off, he'll be a lot slimmer. Okay, we're going up to the dogs, but hi! I think they're getting ready to go for their walk. Oh, guys! Come on! Guys, come on! Jeez, what was that about? I think she just got a bit cornered in there.
Oh, baby girl.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna leave now.
Sunny. Sunny!
Oh, girl. Okay, so this is eyebrow. We're gonna cram her to you, but like midway. We're going this way. Okay. Hello.
Looks are going out. Django, come on! Django, come on! Come get your dinner! Come and get your dinner! Good boy! Django, come on! Come and get your dinner! Good boy! Django, come on then! Come and get your dinner! Oh, Django! You crazy dogs! We'll go up and see Nigel. Maybe he'll be calmer. Okay. Yeah, so Potato and Eyebrows had a bit of a tiff there, which is not normal for them, but I think Eyebrows just got a bit cornered in the dog run. Hi, Nigel. Okay, so here's Nigel and Monty. He's keeping him company at the moment. And let me turn this around. Hi, Nigel. Hi, Nigel. And then Monty is there. So, I might lose connection here. Because, well, he's getting too big for his cage that you just saw him in there. I'm gonna move around too much. So he sleeps in here at night, and he's in there at the moment because he got out of his like playpen area. He found a way out of there, so I need to make that more secure. So he's got to be in here whilst the dogs are going for their walks, just to make sure he's safe and out of the way. And then he can be out, and then at night he'll stay there just until I get that more secure. So yeah, he worked that out basically. How to get out. How can he carry those ears? Yeah, I know. Right, I'm gonna go down here because the connection might be a bit better. Dogs have kennels, I never knew. Do some. Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully now. Hi, are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah, so the dogs, inside, outside. So obviously we used to have Daisy, Goatee and Marley inside, and sort of free to come and go. And during the day, Barney is roaming and Django goes where he wants. So when we had those guys around, we couldn't have more dogs in the house because, yeah, it would just be too many in one place, and also because of the cats. So they tend to pack up on the cats when there's a lot of them, and some of them have like a very strong like instinct for going like herding. So it is really for the cat's protection because the cats are just free to go where they want. So yeah, that's why they're outside, but they go out for walks twice a day, and then they go down to the river in the middle of the day. And we would like to have them inside, but yeah, they don't all get on, and if they got out, and then they might attack the animals. So it's not possible here, but when we move, we're going to be building like an indoor-outdoor area for them where volunteers can go and sit with them and like relax, read a book, and be more comfortable. And then the dogs feel as well like they're more sort of part of the family. And then they're going to have like a much bigger area. And I think Potato as well might make his way into Sophia's living accommodation because obviously she's in love with him. So, but yeah. I think you do a really good job of balancing all the animals' needs as well as keeping them safe. Not an easy job. Thank you, Jess. Yeah, it's difficult when you have so many different species of animals, and they've all got different personalities. Cats, for example, like obviously a lot of cats are kept indoors for their own safety, but we have 16 cats, so it just wouldn't be possible. And to keep them inside, even if they were indoor cats, you know, there's people coming and going all the time, like it just wouldn't be possible. So yeah, and as well, I don't know if you would have seen, we had an emergency with Simba, the cat, and he had to go to the vet because he had a urinary obstruction, but he's doing a lot better. He's usually an outdoor cat all the time, but obviously we have to keep him in because of this situation. We need to keep an eye on him and for giving him medication. So yeah, he's very vocal at the moment. I think he's a bit confused by being inside, but I think he's enjoying the extra attention that he's having as well. So I'm going to sit down here so you can see Nigel. Oh, hi Emma. Thank you so much for your super chat. And Emma volunteered with us twice last year, and she's coming out again this year. So yeah, we're looking forward to you getting here, Emma. Can we still donate to the push-up fund? Not only just because I haven't tortured Julian enough. Yes, you can. Yeah, it's on our shop. So it's jacobsridge.com/shop, and you can donate for the press up fund there. And if Julian was here right now, he'd tell you that you don't have to make him do the press ups. You can say no press ups required if you want. But I think so far he has. A lot of people have very kindly donated and said no press ups. So was it 3 times, Emma? Yeah. Oh yeah, I can't even remember. But yeah, now you say it, yeah. Yeah, so he a lot of people have donated and said no press ups required, which is really lovely. So I think he's got to do like about 180 odd press-ups, but we've actually raised a lot more than that. So yeah, I need to get him doing them, hopefully this week. I bet Django never gets bored, he's always so busy. I mean, yeah, he's kind of just hanging with me right now. He's sleepy, if you can see, sleepy. So yeah, last night when I was cooking, he was in the house with me all night, and then it meant he wasn't outside, usually running around. So he just kept bringing me his toy whilst I was trying to cook, bringing me his toy that I could throw for him. And then Nigel was out here in his cage because the dogs were on a walk, and then Nigel was crying. So I was like, okay, what do you want? I came and I let him out for a little bit, and then he was still crying, and then I gave him a lettuce, and then he ate that for a bit, and then he started crying again. So then I gave him his milk, and then he had that, and then he was still crying. So I think he just wanted to be with people as well. Usually he does settle down, but today we tried him for the first time in with the goats, and it went very well. The only one who wasn't too taken with him was Philip. So yeah, he's gonna have supervised visits in there with goats, and we'll see how that goes. Where does he sleep at night? He sleeps in here, so he's under the patio, and we usually cover this up to stop the draft, and he has 2 hot water pads, pet safe pad things, so he's nice and snug. And then that's the door to our part of the house. So this morning at 6:30 he started bleating because he wanted his milk, and then I tried to make his milk, and then realised we didn't have any electricity, so we didn't have any hot water. So then I had to go downstairs, try and find out the problem with that. It was this whole thing I didn't need at 6:30 in the morning. He's usually pretty good. I usually wake him up to feed him, but I think he was just hungry this morning. So yeah. So he's not weaned, Odin. I am in the process of doing that. I've cut out his, so he used to have 3 feeds recently. I've cut out the middle one during the day, so he has in the morning and at night. And then I'll slowly cut that back. So he's eating a lot of different foliage now. So yeah, it'll be a good time to cut that back some more and start weaning him a bit more. Rachel, can I ask Sophie to bring Black Dog over, please? Yeah, I think he's on a walk at the moment, but when he comes up, Henry, we'll go and see him. Really hope the lost volunteer is okay. Hopefully the girls pass him on their dog walk if Julian hasn't found him yet. Yeah, I think, well, he went into town because there's like an old railway line, and he wanted to go for a run along there. So, yeah, I'm sure he is okay. I'm sure he's just really into it. You know, these runners get really into it. Can you ever have a well-deserved lie-in? Now with the team that we've got, we are structuring like mornings off. Obviously I'll still be getting up to give him his milk, but then it just takes the pressure away, so it means that then I can just relax for a little bit in the morning, and probably catch up on some other stuff that I don't get a chance to get around to. So yeah, we've got a really good team at the moment, and everyone's working really hard. So yeah, it's going to enable us just to have a bit more time. Is Nigel the bottle-fed one? Did you get a new bottle? So yeah, because his I don't know if it was when we were last live or not. Yeah, it broke, didn't it? So I ordered some new like teats for the bottle, and they sent the wrong ones from Amazon, so they don't fit. So yeah, he does have another bottle anyway. It's just it's not it's not great. Like the teat's not very secure, so I wanted to get some new ones. But it's working. But yeah, it's just annoying, isn't it, when you order something and then they send you the wrong thing and then you have to send it back, and it's like, well, why can't you just send me the replacement? Why do I have to send it back? But oh, it looks like Julian found him. Hi Rachel, got the cookery book this week, which was great. Loved the illustrations and being Scottish with a sweet tooth. The recipes for Victoria sponge and apple crumble look lovely. Oh, great. Glad that you're enjoying it, and thank you so much, Anne. I love seeing Nigel on his leaf hunt, eating everything in sight. Yeah, he loves it. He eats so fast. Love the lettuce video. Yeah. Emma, I'm going back with Bella, Evie, and then in winter when the cats kept me cozy in the tent. With Bella, Evie. Yes. Yeah, I remember now. I think I was getting the first two. I was putting them down as like one visit, but yeah. The first time with a mishap with Prospero. Oh, here he is.
Hi!
Did you find him?
We found him.
Is he okay?
Yeah, it's quite cold, isn't it?
It's a bit chilly.
Hello everybody, how are you all? So I had to go and find a lost volunteer. It's like normally, you've got a lost dog or lost cat or something. We've got lost volunteers. How is everybody? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening, peeps?
I mean, yeah. Do you miss Scotland? Yeah, I do miss it sometimes. It's a very beautiful place. Was he trying to run away? Was he trying to run away and you want to go?
Yeah, we tag them. As soon as the volunteers come in, we clip a tag on them.
Yeah.
And then we know where they are at all times.
You're like Wendy with the Lost Boys, Julian.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, a bit like that.
Anyway, you can hold this.
Just
for
call
a
me
while.
Wendy.
I can read the comments for you.
You can read the comments? Okay. So, what's been the...
Well, I think I've just talked everyone
To death?
to death now.
Have you?
So I think I've updated everyone and everything.
Oh, okay. Good stuff.
Yes, I do watch Outlander. Or I did, but then they're like so slow on keeping up with seasons over here. So I'm like well behind. But...
Kasha's into Outlander.
Is she?
Really, she wants to talk to you about Outlander. What's the name of the actor?
I can't remember.
Yeah, that guy. She's got a thing for him.
No. What is his name?
I don't know.
Can't remember.
What else we got?
Rachel has been... Well, if you could keep it still.
Sorry. How
Keeping
many
up with the
press-ups
chat.
have you done so far, Julian?
I'm reading if I'm
Sorry.
reading a comment, don't read one over me. Rachel's been keeping up with the chat, Julian. It's great to have a pro in control, says Jan.
Shut up, Jan.
How many press-ups have you done so far, Julian?
Well, I'm ashamed to say I haven't started it yet. And that's because this week has been pretty full on. And I just haven't had a minute. I was going to do some this afternoon. So we've had all the volunteers start this week. And we've had, the weather has been all over the place. And we've been getting people, getting things sorted out up at the new place. So, yeah.
I did explain all that. So.
Oh, you did? All right, thank you. So, yeah, I have given strict instructions to the team to crack the whip and make sure that I definitely get it started on Monday. So tomorrow we will be starting, I promise. That is a promise. That's not an empty promise, that's a pinky promise. That's a big one.
Should have sent Klaus to entice him back.
Yeah, this would have been good, I think. Yeah, I think he would have run away a little bit faster.
Sam Hewen is his name.
Yeah, that's right, Sam Hewen. Apparently he's attractive.
The books are so much better than the mini-series.
Yeah.
Julius returns, chaos ensues. Excuses.
No, they're not excuses. All right. No, they're not. They're reasons. Okay, it's not an excuse. It's a reason.
Eyebrows and Potato had a little bit of a fisticuffs.
Really?
Yeah. Eyebrows was really excited, and she was, how she like runs around her house.
Yeah.
And then she ran in, and then I don't know exactly what happened. Potato went in there. I don't know, and then they just started snarling at each other, but they didn't
They didn't bite each other.
They didn't bite each other, but they just sort of like rah, 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 and then.
Oh.
And then Sophia told Potato off, and he came out, but.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Make the right what? Make
the right away. do you have 2 push-ups that tire him out enough to keep him on the farm?
What? hold on, Pa.
I think.
Pa Ryan, let's break down that comment, all right? Because it's not making a lot of sense. Make the right away.
Make them right away, maybe?
Or make them right away. Do you have to?
Do you have to?
Do you have to push
do
up?
Push-ups that out.
The hour or the hour of.
Tire him out enough to keep him on the farm. Oh, maybe to the lost volunteer. Get him to do that.
I don't know, Pa. I don't know.
Sorry.
Pa, I don't know what you're talking about. That was a very strangely constructed comment, but thank you for it nonetheless. But it's just giving us a little bit of brain ache trying to work that one out.
Mary, where is your favourite place in Scotland? I want to go there someday. I think if you want to go like to
Well, you want to go to Scotland or to Rachel's favourite place?
If you want to go to a city, I would say go to Edinburgh, definitely.
Edinburgh.
But
Aye.
I don't know. There's so many places. Like I think you have to do a tour if you can. Like definitely see the Highlands, see some of the islands if you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lovely little town, a lovely little fishing village called Crevy, spelt Crovie. So we'd pronounce it Crovy, or Crovy, but it's pronounced in Scotland Crevy. It's a little tiny fishing village that it's like a museum piece. It's like stuck in the 1800s. It's beautiful, and yeah, if you get a chance, and it's up on the east coast, sort of northeast coast of Scotland, and yeah, very, very pretty place. So have a look at that, Crevy, Crovie. There you go, top tip.
My mum really wants to see the tattoo in Edinburgh. I love Berwick. Spent many a summer there with my dad. Oh,
that sounds nice. What else we got?
Is a volunteer Forrest Gump?
Yeah, he just keeps running. Do you know what? I picked up and said, "You're right." I said, "How was your run anyway?" I mean, apart from getting lost. He said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, 5 miles turned into 18." He's run 18 miles.
So he actually got lost, or he just like was having so much fun and he just kept going?
No, he got lost. But
so he got lost trying to come back?
I think he got lost just running and running. But
where did you find him?
Well, some nice people got him and gave him some water because he went out without his collar on. So, you know, they couldn't ring me. No, he's all right. And a local guy gave him a fresh peach.
Aww.
And some other people gave him a banana. So they looked after him. So that was nice. So, yeah.
Is he knackered now?
No, he's not. I mean, he's like superhuman. I don't know how he can run 18 miles and still be breathing. I'd be dead.
Spell check.
I can't do 10 press-ups. Go on.
Spell check got me. I was trying to say, make the runaway help her do half the push-ups. Or make the runaway help him do half the push-ups, and that will tire him out and keep him on the farm.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you, Pa. That makes sense now.
Edinburgh is my home city. It's definitely worth visiting. My folks are all from the Highlands, so I've been there many times. Ah,
nice.
Nice. We missed a super chat.
Did we? Oh my God.
Debbie.
Hey, Debbie.
Thank you so much for your super chat.
Thank you.
We understand, Julian. It's a big commitment.
Thank you, Debbie. That's very kind of you. I feel you're being very kind because there's some people on here, mentioning no names, Jan, that are being particularly nasty, I think, and giving me too much pressure.
Reason Jan. My dog ate my homework, says Jan.
Yeah, see? Exactly. That's what I expect from you, Jan. No understanding, just abuse. Why go for a lost run when you can watch the Julian and Jan tennis match? Hold on. What's going on down there? It's a workout just being a spectator. Well, not really. She's out of my league, really. Do you know what I mean? Bye then. See you then, Rach.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness me. Hold on. Would you believe it? Why do we always get issues with batteries when we use your phone? See, this is Apple for you. You don't get this when you use the Android. Yeah, well, it lasts longer than that. Okay, a late fee. Yes, please. All your late fees. Can we get them in, please? A little bit of housekeeping. I know that some of you were late. Just because I wasn't here, don't think I don't know that some of you were late. Get those late fees in. Come on. How else are we supposed to buy this animal feed? Can't do it without you. Go on.
I'm currently listening to my hero, Springsteen, blasting out on headphones during live.
Oh, that's nice. So you're not listening to what we're saying? That's right. Yeah, I've got headphones in. Can't hear what you're saying.
We've been to Crevy. It's amazing.
Oh, cool.
Live quite close to Berwick. It's a nice place. My dad did the Edinburgh military tattoo and said it was absolutely amazing. His favourite part was the Lone Piper.
Oh, wow.
I still haven't been to see that.
I went a long, long time ago.
Did you?
When I was little. Very little.
Enjoy it? Or were you too little?
I was too little.
It was so noisy.
I was just tiny. I couldn't even get on a chair. No, I went out with a school friend actually. I went to a school friend's house for the weekend. I didn't know that they had it planned. And the next thing I know, we're in a car and we're travelling up to Edinburgh. Mm-hmm. And then I saw the Edinburgh tattoo, which was amazing. And then it was like drive back. It was really cool. But I had no idea where I was going.
Saw a Scottish guy talking about cows. He pronounced them coos. Aye. Aye, they're healing coos.
And who's your deuce? Who's your
deuce?
Who's your deuce? Aye.
My family's from Dundee. The volunteers should go to Aberdeenshire. There's a hamlet called Lost.
Yeah. Do you know that place?
Yeah.
Do you?
Just Google Crevy, my kind of place. I love quaint villages. What is your favourite place in Spain besides Jacob's Ridge? I haven't been that.
There's a little place up in the mountains called Guadalest, which is a bit touristy to be honest, but nonetheless it's quite pretty. There's loads of lovely little villages up in the mountains that I do like. To name them right now would be impossible because my brain isn't working properly, but yeah, that's that type of thing, I think.
That type of thing.
Yeah, like little rustic mountain hideaways, as opposed to
like tourist resort.
Although Guadalest is very touristy.
Is it?
Yeah, but it's very pretty. It's all built into the rocks and everything as well. Yeah, go on then. You're going to run out of batteries soon.
Lisa, thank you so much for your super chat.
Hey Lisa, how you doing?
Just Google the tattoo. Looks really cool. The precision is amazing and on such a breathtaking stage. Have you ever had an eccentric volunteer? Yes. All types of volunteers you can
all of our volunteers
imagine.
are quite eccentric, I must say.
Any person that you can imagine we've had as a volunteer.
All of them. Sometimes all at once.
Really nice super chats. Murphy the Wonder Dog's credit card was hacked.
Oh no. Sorry.
And he's awaiting his replacement. He'll send a PayPal. Oh, Murphy.
That's very kind of you. That's horrible though. Yeah. Well, at least it's your credit card. At least you're protected, I suppose.
Are you close to the coast? We are about an hour from the coast.
Una hora.
Got to ask, sorry Julian, how is Dreamboat Pedro these days?
Is that Jan?
That's Jane.
Oh, it's Jane. Oh, it would be. I expect it from you, Jane. If it's anything to do with things like that, it's always you or it's Jan. Or Anne, actually. Anne likes to get a little bit stuck into those sort of conversations as well. Don't you, Anne? Oh, she can't hear me. She's got headphones on listening to Bruce Springsteen. I can say anything about Anne. Yeah, problem with Anne is, yeah, she's terrible woman. Anyway, what was the question?
Who's Dreamboat Pedro?
Oh, Dreamboat Pedro. Yeah, no, he's fine. He's fine. Last time I saw him, he was at the bottom of the pool just checking to make sure that there was no leaks. I must see if he's all right. That was about a week ago. Yeah, no, he's still there. Yeah, no, he's fine. I thought he was waving then a minute. I think it must just be the current. No, he's fine. What else we got?
This is horrible. Do you get lots of volunteers coming back every year?
Yeah, that's the majority of volunteers that we have is made up by return people. Return volunteers, returners. People. Yeah. So yeah, it's nice because it becomes like friends, and it's nice because they know what to expect. We know what to expect, and it's quite pleasant actually. So yeah, majority is returning volunteers, which is lovely actually. Yes,
another tour on your motorcycle. How are the new bikes working out?
Yeah, that's the next video, is the tour. We're doing, we're going to do a bit of a local tour on the little Hemingway bike. So yeah, that will be coming out very soon. We were talking about that today. we've started doing sort of like planning it out really of where we're going and what we're going to be doing. So yeah, that'll be a good one. So stay tuned for that. Can I just say to everybody that bought a cookery book, Steve's cooking book,
Cookery book.
Cooking with Steve.
Yeah, there's people saying they love it.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much for everybody that's bought one. If you haven't bought one yet, then I don't know what you're doing. You're missing out. Buy one. It's great. But yeah, it's lovely. So thank you very much to everybody that's bought one. Hope you liked it. Hope you're enjoying it. And sorry for the spelling mistakes and grammar, but Steve's learning. That's all I can say. Anyway, go on.
Has Klaus befriended Pedro?
Klaus befriends everybody. Klaus said, I need my temperature taken.
Sounds like someone who's jealous of Pedro. And Jan says, don't worry, Pedro, I can't swim, but I'm jumping in to save you.
Yeah, quick, go on, Jan. If you can't swim, definitely go in and jump in.
Rachel, you were the
Take
best.
these bricks with you. What? That's not very
Linda
nice.
says, Rachel, you were the best return volunteer. Aw, that's sweet.
Who was?
Me.
You're the best return volunteer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is Miss Dottie doing? Well,
Sassy.
she was on the live earlier, but maybe you missed her. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
she's good. That sounds great. A touring video would be lovely. Seeing the area. Love the cookery book. Love the book. Does Pedro need the kiss of life? Sorry, I've been corrupted. Lol. Oh no, they've dragged you in, Jess, to their
Oh no.
lust.
It spreads, doesn't it?
Is Klaus a volunteer or on the payroll?
It's a Klaus. Yeah, Klaus. You just can't get rid of Klaus. It's a little bit like a dirty virus. Just stop it. Okay, we're not talking about Klaus anymore. That's your fault. Pedro forgot his hose. Jane, you see, you can't help it, can you? It's absolute filth. Listen, I'm a bit worried because I think we might be running. Yeah, we're going to be getting very low. And then every week now, we're having a moment.
I can't see where my battery is. 16%.
All right, okay. So,
I need to go and rescue my dog.
where is he then? Oh, okay. Right, okay, guys, it's just, you're right. It's just us now. Now that the grown-up's gone, what are we going to talk about? Rachel, please give Julian a slap from me. No, Jan, she's not here, so she can't. Oops, that message got deleted. Pedro forgot his... Oh, yeah. Bye, everyone. Have a fabulous week. Linda, you have a fabulous week. Goodbye to you. I've got 16% left too. Oh, Jane, we're the same. You're in my prayers. We need you and look forward to your lives. Oh, Brenda, that's a lovely thing to say. Thank you. When's the next donkey video? I've got to do a few actually. So yeah, I'm going to be getting onto those this week, getting back into the swing of things. I think just because of the first week of having the short-term volunteers here, there's just so much to organise that it's just sort of fried my brain. So yeah, now we're getting back in the swing, getting back to normal. So yeah, the donkey chat videos will be appearing again. Hold on. Oh, where are we? Mary's off. Goodbye, Mary. Much love to you. I'll slap you with one of my bricks. Right, no, listen. Oh, Intrepid Fraidy Cat. Oh, you've joined in as well, have you, with the old Pedro loving? Oh, dear, it's outrageous. Right, it just keeps on going. Right, guys, listen. We should go because this is gonna drop out pretty soon. Ditto what Brenda said. Thank you, Debbie. Favourite film? It's hard, isn't it, to have one? And they change all the time, but I suppose Once Upon a Time in America is right up there. The Godfather 1 and 2. Yeah. I do like a Western as well. Do love a Western. There's an app called Die With Me where people who are running out of battery go and chat when they are less than 5% battery. It's always
amused me. Small things, small minds. Why would if you? Okay.
Die With Me. That's brilliant. I love that. Okay.
Why would you do that though if you had hardly any battery?
Why? Who thought of that video as well? Why did that app? You know what I mean? Right.
Is that for me?
Yeah, probably. Right. Okay, guys. Listen, we're gonna bail out at this point. because we've got to get sorted out. We've got the volunteers. We've got to sort out dinner, laying tables and things like that. So thank you very, very much for joining us again. And we'll see you all American films. Yeah, those are American films. If you're asking me for other films like
Please.
Betty Blue, I like that. That's not an American film. That was an interesting film. That's a French one. What else can I tell you? English films. Oh, now you got me. What do I like? English films. Don't know. I'll have a think about that. I'll have to.
I'll get back to you on that.
I'll get back to you on that one.
Great. They'll be waiting.
Yeah, tell Runaway Boy goodbye. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for
everyone.
joining
Thank
us,
you for your
and we'll
super chat.
see you next week. Super chats. Oh, it does it differently on here. I think it's.
130 and 55
But is that US or pounds?
pounds, I think.
Pounds. Okay, but it just shows it as US. So about 150. Is that right? Yeah.
It's in pounds. It says there as a
Oh,
pound
130. Sorry, I was looking at those other ones. Okay, so yeah, super chats this week, £130. So thank you very,
Thank you,
very much.
guys.
James Bond, yeah, I'm into James. I tell you what though, Skyfall. I think that's the best James Bond film. That's it. That's,
Hey,
that's the best one.
let them go.
Let them go. Okay, yeah, I'm letting you go now. Okay, love you all. See you
Thanks,
soon.
guys.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
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 Bye.